Hi, I'm Diane, the Entrepreneurship Officer for GBS in East London. In this video, I want to talk to you about dropshipping, specifically how to choose the right suppliers. And if you've came to any of my dropshipping workshops and masterminds that have been happening for the last few months, then you know that I talk about reasons why you should partner up with a UK supplier rather than suppliers outside of the UK, especially with Alibaba and AliExpress. Although you can still go ahead and do this, the reasons are because big suppliers like Alibaba and AliExpress supply to the majority of e-commerce businesses online, which means that you're going to be competing with hundreds, if not thousands, or even tens of thousands of other sellers who are also selling the same products. And oftentimes, this is one of the biggest dropshipping mistakes that people make. And I see oftentimes with my students as well. And the reasons why their dropshipping hasn't picked up is because they're selling the same product. It's highly competitive, high competition. I recently conducted an exercise in class where I've asked hundreds of students what they buy online, where they buy these products, and what are the factors that are important to them that they consider before making their purchasing decisions. So, the usual stuff, what they buy online, your cosmetics, beauty products, clothing, ebooks, books, courses, online courses, supplements, skincare, and so on and so forth. What's interesting is where they buy these products. We get your obvious, Amazon. They'll go on Google searching for those products, and Google will direct them to a few places where they can get those products. But also what keeps coming up as well, people go specifically on Alibaba, AliExpress, Temu, Shein, on such websites to also purchase products because they're looking for, cheaper items. So your consumer is aware that those places exist and that they are also able to make a purchase with them. But also another exercise I conducted with one of my students who was looking to sell a product, and he wanted his supplier to be Alibaba and AliExpress. So then I asked him to give me the product name description. So we went on Google and we typed the description for that product. And then what Google did, Google brought up a few places that currently sell that product. So we had Amazon, not surprised, selling that product for $19.99. We had another independent website selling the same product for $25.99. I think one more, and then right next to it we had Alibaba selling the same product for £9. So when your consumers go online and they look for that product, if your supplier is Alibaba and on your independent store you're selling it for $25.99 and they can get it for £9, what does that mean? That means that your customer will not trust you. You're selling the same product they're able to get for £9 and you're trying to make money off of them. So your business idea is fairly obvious. So what I say, okay, yes, you found that product that's trending, that's selling well. People are searching for it online, which shows that there is a demand for it. So why don't you find a UK dropshipping supplier that does that product, but even better quality, better value, better something unique in whatever way. Could be your faster shipping times, better customer service, better return policies than Alibaba can do, and then start selling those products. And then oftentimes I hear students say that I haven't been able to find UK dropshipping suppliers for the products that I'm looking for. Why don't you approach any UK supplier or manufacturer, even if they're not currently doing dropshipping, you can ask to collaborate with them. You'll be surprised that most suppliers will agree to collaborate because this works like affiliate marketing. Essentially, you're selling their product. And dropshipping is quite popular. Statistics show that around 30% of all online shopping shoppers, e-commerce businesses use a drop shipping model. Most suppliers are aware of it, and most suppliers are trying to integrate this into their selling model. So you'll be surprised that if you approach 5 to 10, UK suppliers and ask to collaborate, one at least will agree to do so. Because when you want to grow your dropshipping business, this is a business that you can start with dropshipping, but this is going to be a business that you're going to grow. It's a long term, and you don't want to be competing on price, competing with places like Alibaba and AliExpress, selling bad quality items, long shipping times. So one of the exercises that I conducted in class, again, hundreds of students, and I asked, what are the factors that are important to you before you make a buying decision online? And what I received was, price. So price is important. We are aware that price is important, which is why it's essential that you conduct your research and you understand the price value within that market, the market price value for that product. For example, if you decide to sell a bottle of water, a bottle of water in the UK can cost you anything from 50 to £2. So if you want to sell a bottle of water, you can either go on the lower end of that market value, price value, or the higher end. Okay. So I would be your target audience for the lower end. I typically pay around 50p for my bottle of water. I just want to get hydrated. And I know some people will pay more because the bottle of water that costs £2 comes in a glass jar, which is better for you, and then comes with added benefits such as minerals and so on and so forth. So there's also a customer for that. So you can either target the lower end or the higher end. So you can either target me or the other customer or anything in between, but you can't possibly sell a bottle of water for £5 or £6 because that would be above market value price. So it's important for you to understand the price and your target audience and what they will be willing to pay for your product. Reviews are important, so people will look for reviews. If you don't have reviews, they likely will not be buying from you, especially if you're selling on your own website. So there are a few ways you can get reviews, and that is, utilizing your friends and family, initially asking them to make a purchase and leave you good reviews. If you don't have friends and family, then you can do a huge discount of 50, 60%, 80% even, or even give away products for free. So you can get a few good reviews to boost your online presence and get the algorithm working for you. So that's another thing that's important. Shipping times are important. You have a customer, if they're looking for a cheaper item and they don't mind waiting for like a month or like a week, 2 weeks, they'll go straight on Alibaba and purchase it there. But if you have a customer who wants that delivered the next day, such as your Amazon customers, they care for shipping times. So if you partner up with a UK supplier, then you can do faster shipping as well. A good return policy is important. Most UK suppliers, they will give you good return policies, and some international, and especially Alibaba and AliExpress, their return policies might not be as great because we're talking about sending the product back overseas. And then you've got the easy to navigate website, because Amazon has proved us now, making things simple just works. People love to just click and have their things ordered. And then good descriptions as well, and customer service, and the quality of item is good. So all of these you can ensure to get from a UK supplier, a local manufacturer that focuses on quality. And these are some of the reasons that why I mention in my workshops, mastermind groups, that you should partner up with a UK supplier. And I hear you. I get that you say you haven't been able to find a UK supplier. Then you just want to approach one that doesn't currently do drop shipping and ask to collaborate. I hope you found this video useful. And if you are interested to attend any of my workshops or mastermind groups that are happening in GBS in East London, then please keep an eye out for your student emails because I send out information about those dates all the time. I also do class visits, so I will probably be visiting your class, and I hope I will see you in one of my workshops or mastermind groups. Thank you, and see you in the next video.